correctly? That you would at least consider a permanent alliance between your own stone-cold self and the fair Elizabeth, which would enable you to take your rightful place as the true father of baby Stone Cold?
I mean, it's up to Elizabeth.
I mean, do you really think it's fair to dump the entire burden of choice on the maternal one when she's dealing with a crumbling marriage, taking care of the wee one at her own first...
That's why it's got to be her choice, because she has a lot more to lose than I do.
Well, maybe she's waiting for you to express your feelings on the subject. And those would be exactly what?
Which would be what? Fine, I would want Elizabeth and her sons to move in here.
Score.
But not if she's afraid.
Cameron, I want you to stand behind Mommy, okay?
Don't even think about screaming for help.
What do you want?
You come with us. Morgan does what he's told. Nobody gets hurt.
Leave them alone. Your guns on the ground now.
This is none of your business, lady.
Lose them or I'll kill you. Drop them. I mean it. Drop your guns on the ground. Get out of here. Hey, are you all right? What did they want?
When I sat through the trial and I listened to what Rick told the jury, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm a new father, but it reconfirmed how dangerous my life is.
Trial's over. You've been acquitted.
Yeah, but my life hasn't changed.
But you want the small stone-cold one with you.
Not if his mother is afraid for him, Spinelli.
Just consider Mr. Corinthos her son's right. Okay, I mean, he's the mob kingpin, right? The godfather, so to speak. And yet his progeny remains safe.
Yeah, all three of his kids were kidnapped a few years ago. It was horrible.
Okay, I don't mean to disagree in a capricious or annoying manner, but all three of his offspring, they seem fine. I mean, I've only been briefly acquainted with the goddess in training, Christina, but I've observed Michael and Morgan in the comfort of Mr. Corinthos's well-guarded estate, and they seem more than content. I mean, not every kid has an endless supply of automated toys or personal computers or their own limo and driver.
Yeah, well, that's nice, but Elizabeth's not going to want her kids to be raised that way.
Look, all I'm saying is that Michael and Morgan, they're thriving.
They are. Because Carly can handle the danger. That's my point. She protects her kids, but she's not afraid for them.
Yeah, I know. I stand in awe of the Valkyrie. She is, without question, a fearless warrior. I mean, to venture abroad with the unhinged one to save you, I mean, that was courageous, if not a wee bit foolhardy.
Yeah, that's the problem. Carly's not afraid, even when she should be.
You're wasting...
Oh, jeez. It feels so good to hug you. Knowing that it's not goodbye, that you're not going to prison anymore, I can finally admit how terrified I was.
Well, I owe Carly. She really came through for me. And I owe a lot of other people, too.
Does that include Elizabeth?
Especially her.
The footage of her hugging you is all over the news.
I know.
Yeah, I was with Lucky when he saw it. He wasn't very happy.
I can't say I blame him.
Hey, Jace. I love Lucky. He's my oldest and dearest friend. But sometimes what you think you want is not always what's best for you. Okay, I'm just gonna come out and say it. Lucky and Elizabeth probably aren't gonna survive what happened in court. And I hate that. But I've been pushing Elizabeth to decide what she really wants for herself. Now that the truth is out. And I have a feeling that that might be you.
You okay? That was scary, wasn't it? Thank you. You still haven't told me what happened. I was coming home and two men showed up. Well, what did they want? I don't know. It happened so fast. What are you doing?
Don't you think we should call the police?
Oh, why? Nobody's gonna catch them now.
2 men with guns just came up to you and your family. I don't know. You could have been mugged or worse. At least we should file a report, don't you think?
Yeah, okay, call the police. Here you go. One was taller than the other. The short one had on all black. The taller one, he had on like a gray shirt.
Why were you in the park?
My car's in the shop, remember?
You could have taken the bus.
Do you want to hear the rest of the description or not? They both had gloves on.
Which is probably why you won't get much off of those guns.
Sam risked her life to defend these boys.
What were you thinking going after this?
I didn't think at all, actually. I saw that they were in trouble and, you know, I reacted and then we called the police.
If you hadn't shown up, I don't know what I would have done.
So why do you think they were targeting you and your kids?
I don't know. It was a blur. I was just really scared for my boys.
Well, they're fine, Elizabeth. Thanks to Sam.
Elizabeth's my best friend. I've been picking up on some things for a while. Jace, I know how much she cares about you. And how close you both still are. I always thought that she was going to end up with Lucky. But he is angry with her all the time, Jace. When Jake was kidnapped, he really lashed out at her. He wanted his life with Elizabeth to be perfect, and it's not. And yes, Elizabeth was wrong to marry him without telling him that she slept with you first, but he's made some mistakes too. I don't know. You know, maybe they're both at the point where they just need to let go.
I mean, any decision Elizabeth is going to make is going to be about what's best for her kids.
Okay. So what if she decides that you're what's best for her kids? If Elizabeth wanted to make something work with you, how would you feel about it?
Look, Emily, you know I love you. But this whole situation is just a huge mess, and you would be better off if you just stayed out of it.